if you guys watched our proposal video, which I'm sure you did, thank you for watching it. Second, the guy that's singing in the video is not the original artist, James Arthur. He is a cover artist. His name is Dylan James. I will link all their social media below. He is fantastic. Amazing. He has covers of like all the good songs that you like, the popular songs
that we like.
Yeah, he's amazing. Please go follow him.
And he's really sweet.
He's super sweet. Yeah, we asked him for permission and he was amazing. So please go follow him.
For permission. I didn't.
Yes.
So.
Hey weirdos. Happy New Year.
Whoop, whoop.
Happy New Year.
New
all right.
year, same us.
Yes, we are matching and we do realize that. All right, but here's the thing. We, as you guys both can see, we both have rings, and these are our rings. People are very confused as to why we both have rings. So here's the story. So 9 months ago, I planned on proposing. I had it all set up. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it at Christmas because I want her family to be there because I know that's really important to her. And so I did, and then like around October or November, I wanna say, November maybe-ish, I started like telling people that I was gonna propose to you. And then so like I told my sister, I told her sister, I told like, I didn't tell her parents. And then I told a lot of our close friends. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna be engaged, it's gonna be great. I had this whole elaborate plan. And it went great, and like I shipped the ring off to her.
Mind you, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa's not one that shows emotion just willingly, you know? Like she's not an emotional person. Like she isn't. So to me, like, yes, we always talked about like, you know, getting married and engaged and, you know, a future and all of that, but I literally had no clue that she was planning.
I think I was like kind of throwing you off too, right?
You kept throwing me off because you would like say like, oh, well, maybe we'll get engaged in 2017, like, you know. But then she would also say like, oh, wouldn't it be weird if like, you know, we got engaged while we were back on the East Coast, and like, so I wasn't really sure like what was going on.
Yeah, but so I had planned it, and then we flew in Christmas Eve, and this plan was like all set, and I was like, I talked to her sister and it was like great. And then that night I like pulled her mom aside and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And she was like, your mom started crying. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
But she got so excited. And then the next day you were getting ready, which is Christmas morning, and I went and I asked her dad for permission, and her dad's reaction was, wait, why are you asking me? He's like, of course. So he was really cute. And then what was your plan?
My plan was, so when we went back when we went back to the East Coast to see my family, we decided to do a couple days in New York City. That's a place that Alyssa really likes. It's a place that I hadn't been to in a while, but both of us like mutually really like it. So I was gonna do it at Rockefeller Center with like the big tree, and you know, I had it all set up like how, you know, my sister was gonna be there to film, and you know, I was gonna ask, you know, my sister to take a picture of us, and like secretly like she's recording, and
but
you know, whatever.
I snatched it.
She snatched my proposal.
But here's the funny part. Okay, so I told my sister, your sister, a couple of our friends, like literally like a week before she ended up texting them a week later saying, oh, I'm gonna propose, this is the ring. We each sent like a picture of the ring.
Yeah.
And who was it? Jasmine, our friend Jasmine. So I texted Jasmine at like 10 in the morning, and you texted Jasmine at like 1 in the morning with the same information. Neither of us knew. And Jasmine's sitting over here like, I have too much information on my hands. But I mean, like, every single person kept it a secret. Her parents knew that she was gonna propose to me, and I didn't know that they knew. So like, when I had asked them, they had already known. So we were just like mind fucking all of our friends.
We literally mind fucked our family and friends.
Yeah.
They had no clue. And like, so Christmas Eve when we flew in, we went to my uncle's, and then later on that night when we went back to my mom's house, Alyssa was in the bathroom or whatever, and I pulled my mom into my bedroom real quick, and I was like, hey, come here. And I showed her the ring and she was like, oh my God, that's beautiful. Like she'd never seen it in person, only in a picture. And so
in 7
Alyssa
minutes
came back out and like then I went and like was getting ready.
And then 7 minutes later, I pulled her mom into her sister's room and was like, hey, like I want to show you the ring. These people, literally, it was like within like minutes of each other, like that we were telling people and showing people. It was the weirdest thing.
I think we tripped them all out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that my parents thought it was a complete joke.
Or like a setup. Like
right?
it kind of sounds like a setup, but I had no idea, she had no idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was like the best part. It's like the fact that both of us were going to propose. It kind of like shows you both of us were ready at that moment.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah, so Alyssa, as you guys saw, proposed to me on Christmas morning. And I was completely shocked. I mean,
You guys saw her face, she was like, what?
yeah, I had no clue, like at all. Because honestly, not that I didn't think that you were there, but like,
that I would have done it.
I don't know.
I was so nervous. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video.
She was
nervous.
So nervous. She was shaking.
You could tell.
She almost started to cry. Which then,
pounding.
So she got down on one knee and like the look on her face, like, I don't know if you guys can tell from, you know, the video or whatever, but she was about to cry.
Which I don't.
Yeah, which she does not cry. So then that made me cry and I lost my shit, as y'all saw in the thing. I think it 100% was like pure happy tears. And I mean, when Alyssa showed me the video that she put together and, you know, put all of the footage in, which was our proposal video, which is in a link down below. I mean, I re-lost it again.
Yeah, okay, so that video, no one knew about that video besides her sister, the proposal video. Like all the footage before, I spent like couple weeks like planning and doing that.
Yeah.
And then after I proposed, like later on that day, I ended up telling her, okay, so I also have another thing on top of the fact that I just proposed to you in front of your family on Christmas Day. Here's a video. And so then I showed her the video.
And then you showed
and then I showed her parents the video before you guys all saw it.
We should put that footage in
and
here.
they lost it. Yeah, maybe we'll show you like a little clip of them
we'll
watching.
show you a clip. So after Alyssa proposed, and everybody hugged and, the footage pretty much ended after what you guys saw. I excused myself to go upstairs and I went up and got the ring that I had gotten for Alyssa.
Because she was like, well, since she proposed, might as well give her a ring back.
Yeah, and my sister followed me upstairs and she was like, you don't want to wait? Like, I think you should still do it in New York. Like, that's, something special too in your own moment of doing it. And I was like, well, I can at this point.
I just didn't know who your ring was.
Yeah.
Just kidding, shut up.
No, so what you guys didn't see was that I brought the ring that I got Alyssa downstairs and I then proposed to Alyssa.
Here is what our rings look like. As you guys can see, they look exactly alike, but they're both rose gold.
Yep.
They both have the same stone. They have the same like
diamonds
look
on the
but
side,
the only thing that is different is hers is slightly thinner and
yours has like 2 bars on the
our
side.
settings are different.
Yeah.
That's like the only difference. That's it. So now we're engaged and that's the story. Yeah, but we hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And in the comments, we want to know, what is your New Year's resolution? I asked you guys on Twitter, but I want to know in the comments. Also, subscribe, because once we hit 1 million subscribers, we'll get married. Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
So subscribe and then we'll get married.
True. Yeah, there you go.
Right when we hit 1 million, that's the day we'll get married.
Boom, done.
So,
oh my god.
Thanks. Alright, but we love you guys, but don't make it weird.
Always make it weird.